Hello, dear adventurer, and welcome to the second episode of Gamebook Guild Gameplay, in which I will play Fabled Lands, a very well-known open world gamebook series. If you don't know what a gamebook or an open world gamebook is, then well, probably you should have seen should have watched the first episode of the series in which I explain that what an open world game book is, and I present the concept of the Fabled Lands series, because this is actually a very large series, and it's going to be even larger as soon as the other books are published, because there's going to be 12 books, and so far only 7 have been published so far. But already the 7 game books give us a great scope of adventure, because like I said in the previous video, we can start in whatever book we want, and we can create our character, and we can explore as much as we want, and we can go wherever we want and do the quests that we want. We can do almost anything, and there is no main goal. Well, I would like to say that the main goal perhaps is to try to survive as much as possible and have a lot of adventures, and well, we can retire whenever we want. And basically that's what I'm going to do during this gameplay series. I'm going to play my character as much as I can without dying. So in the last episode we started in the first game book. It's called The War-Torn Kingdom. Oh, the lighting is horrible. It's called The War-Torn Kingdom. Is the first game book of the Fabled Lands series, and we started with a character, with a rogue. And I can show you the setup. I'm just Let's do a quick recap of how our character is. Let me tell you something. I will go back to the I'll go back to myself, because last episode we established our character. We established his profession. We established his course, his abilities, the scores of his abilities. We determined the equipment, his possessions, but we didn't record his name. And this is something that I should have done. I should have done in that time. So, what name did I put? Did I give to my adventurer, to my rogue? Well, a couple of years ago, I was a part of an RPG campaign, and my character was also a rogue, and I created a name for that character, and I created a backstory. It was nothing that's well, the backstory was never used in the campaign, but well, it gave some deep something deep to my character, and the name of the character was Duncan. So my rogue, in homage to that character, which is not the same, obviously, I will name the our character, our adventure in these. We can safely say it's the first campaign of Fabled Lands. I will give him the name of Duncan. So let's see. Let's make a quick recap of Duncan's possessions and abilities. Ooh, the camera is not that good because I'm using my cell phone camera, and it sometimes does these things. So the name is Duncan. Is a rogue. Is his rank, which is the same as his level, is the first. Is an outcast. He has a 5 of charisma, a 4 of combat, 4 of magic, 1 of sanctity, 2 of scouting, and 6 of thievery. And his defense score is 6, and his possessions are the sword, a leather jerkin, which gives him +1 defense, and a map. And the money, which is called shards. Shards is the name of the currency in this Fabled Land series. He has 16. And we started with 9 points of stamina, and last episode, unfortunately, we lost 4 because we did our first ability roll and we failed. We did a scouting roll, and the scouting roll had a difficulty too high for us to beat, and we lost not only that ability roll but also 4 points of stamina. So we have to take very careful with what we do with this character. So last episode we arrived at the Isle of Druids, and I will show you I think I'll show you the map of this place. This is a map I found online in a website dedicated to game books. It's a great repository of game books, and there are photos of these series, but the large format. We are using the smaller format, the more book format, and but the large formats have the maps in the back, and we will use this map to help us navigate through through the fabled lands. And this is the map of Saqqara, which is the map of the first book. So whenever we leave this map, we will have to pick up another book. And let's try not to do that this episode. So last episode we arrived at the Isle of Druids, and we did some exploring. Not that much. We explored the trading post. We tried to explore the forest, and it was when we failed the scouting roll. We started a quest. Someone asked us to bring an boar. I think it was a boar tusk, but well, we crossed a code word that would start that quest, and we stepped through an archway, and that archway teleported us to the town of Yellowport, which is here. This is the town of Yellowport. And our objective, our main goal right now is, during this session, I think we will explore Yellowport. We entered Yellowport. I read the section related to Yellowport. I won't read it again because it's a very large text. But I will read you the sections, all the sections that where we can go. So let's put this in layout solo, and let's go to the number 10, the section number 10, which is our arrival to Yellowport. So let's see what we have here let's see what we have here in Yellowport. What can we do in this town? So we can start by seeking audience with the provost marshal. Provost marshal is a man called Marlos Marlock, which is the brother of General Grieve Marlock, who was the one who deposed the King Corin VII, the corrupt king of Saqqara, and he deposed the king in a military coup, and he now is the governor of this city. He is the governor of Marlock City, which is another town that we are going to explore another time. And his brother, Marlos Marlock, is the provost marshal of Yellowport. So we can start with seek an audience with the provost marshal. We can visit the market. We can visit the harbor master. We can go to the merchants guild. We can explore the city by day. We can explore the city by night. We can visit our townhouse if we have one. We don't have one. We need to have a townhouse. We have to we can buy a townhouse for 200 shards, which seems like a lot, but it's actually not that lot. I'm sorry, I had to drink a little bit of water. It seems like a lot, but it's not that much. We saw in the last episode that we could buy a lantern for 100 shards. So yeah, a house costs twice that much, which is not that much. We can visit the Gold Dust Tavern, visit the Temple of Maka, visit the Temple of Elnir, visit the Temple of Alvir and Valmir, visit the Temple of Tirnai, and we have these last four sections, these last four options, which is leave the town and explore the surrounding area. We are not going to do this right now. We are going to explore the town during this episode. So I think we will. Let's visit the harbor master. Let's go to 555 and let's go visit the harbor master. Let's see what he has to tell us. So 555. All shipping in and out of Yellowport must come through the offices of the harbor master. Here you can buy passage to far lands or even a ship of your own to fill with cargo and crew. You can buy one-way passage on a ship to the following destinations. So we can buy passages to go to several destinations, and for only 10 shards, we can go to Marlock City. We're not gonna waste 10 shards to go to Marlock City when we can go on foot. We will go on foot to Marlock City when the time comes. For 15 shards, we can go back to the Isle of Druids. We are not going to do that. We can go to the Sorcerer's Isle or Copper Isle. I know that Sorcerer's Isle is on the third book, and I really don't know if Copper Island is in the same book. I have to check. But either way, we are not going anywhere, so we're not going to buy any passage to any other place. If you buy a ship, you are the captain and can take it where you wish, exploring or trading. 3 types of ship are available, so we can, but we won't because we don't have enough money. But we can buy 3 types of ship. We can buy a bark, a brigantine, or a galleon. And the bark is the cheapest one. We can buy one by 250 shards, and we don't have that much money yet. So well, next time probably we'll have. If you buy a ship, add it to the ship manifest and name it as you wish. The quality of the ship's crew is poor unless you upgrade it. If you already own a ship, okay, I will try to. If you already own a ship, you can sell it back to the harbor master at half the above prices. It costs 50 shards to upgrade a poor crew to average and 100 shards to upgrade an average crew to good. Excellent quality is not available in Yellowport. If you own a ship, you can buy as many cargo units as it has room for. You may also sell cargo if you have any. Prices are for single cargo units. So you have all these cargo units and you can buy as much as you want. Well, not as much as you want because it depends on the capacity of your ship, because the highest capacity, the galleon, has only 3 cargo units, so you cannot buy as much as you want of this cargo. And you can buy and you can also sell these cargo, so you can actually just explore Fabled lands and do these types of business. You can get rich just by going around on boats. This is one of the things that you can do. Okay, if you own a ship and wish to set sail, turn to 499. If not, you can go to the city center. Oh, okay. I thought I could do something here, but I guess not. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the Merchants Guild. Let's take the 4th option. Let's go to number 405. Okay, the Merchants Guild of Yellowport is a large building of granite plushly decorated inside to show off its wealth. Here you can bank your money for safekeeping or invest it in guild enterprises in the hope of making a profit. You hear that the guildmaster is looking for adventurers. So you can visit the guildmaster, you can make an investment, you can check on investments, and you can deposit or withdraw money, and or you can return to the town center. So yes, in these books you can uh, deposit money. So this merchants guild can also act as a bank, and you can also make investments. You can really earn money through investments. This is actually very interesting. I'm not going to show how investments work. I'm not going to show how deposits work because we don't have money that justifies uh, um, deposits or investments. But we will visit the guildmaster because I think he has something to tell us, something important. So let's go to 122. Okay, let's go. That's the one. If you have the code word acids, I don't think we have. No, we don't. No, we don't have the code word acid. If not, you can have a copper amulet. If not, but you have a copper amulet, turn to 384 immediately. We don't have a copper amulet yet. Otherwise, read on. Guildmaster Vernon of Yellowport is surprisingly eager to see you. He is a hugely fat and bejeweled merchant, and he tells you that a group of rat men uh, have made a base in the sewers beneath the city. They come out at night to raid the warehouses and homes of the merchants of Yellowport. We need an adventurer like yourself to destroy their king, explains the guildmaster. Without him, the rat men wouldn't be able to organize a feast. In the larder. We will pay you 450 shards if you succeed. Vernon tells you that the sewers can be entered via an old disused well in the poor quartet. Whenever you're ready to enter the sewers and you are in Yellowport, turn to 460. Note this option. Okay. Now you can return to the city center or go down the sewers straight away. Well, I think we can go down the sewers, but there is something that will we will not be able to do this. And let's go to 460 for you to know why. 460. Okay. You climb down an old disused well in the poor quarter of Yellowport. If you have the code word acid or a copper amulet, turn to 327 immediately. If not, read on. It's a dank, dark, and smelly down below. If you do not have a light source, such as a lantern or a candle, you will have to return to the city. If you are a mage, you can use sorcery to create light. If you have a light source, read on. Well, we are not a mage and we don't have a light source. So I'm going to write this section number because as soon as we get some type of light source, we can come back here and start exploring the sewer. So I'm going to take advantage of one of these sections to put 460. Just to show you 460. And let's go back to 10 and let's go visit the market. Let's go to number 30 and visit the market. Okay, the market is large and busy. At the corners of Brimstone Plaza, gigantic braziers burn sweet-smelling incense in an attempt to overpower the rotten egg smell that permeates the whole city. There are many stalls and goods to choose from. You may buy any of the items listed as long as you have the money and the space to carry it. You may also sell any items you own that are listed below for the prices stated. If you do, don't forget to cross them off your adventure sheet. Items with no purchase price listed are not available locally. So there's a lot we can buy and sell, and none of it we can actually buy because they are too pricey. Even a lantern, as you can see, it's 100 shards. I think the cheapest the cheapest articles that we can the cheapest item that can be bought is a rope, and it's by 50 shards, and we only have 16. Even if I sold the sword that we have, which doesn't give us that many, it doesn't give us any combat modifier. I think I could sell it and it wouldn't make a difference. Even then, I would only get 40 shards, which wouldn't be enough to buy a lantern. So there's nothing we can do here, and we must leave. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I think we can try to. Okay, let's explore the city by night. Let's try. Let's see what's it. Let's hope this is not a bad decision. Explore the city by night. Turn to 442. You set out to explore the city of Yellowport at night, unwholesome though it is with its reeking air and dusty ochre streets. We can head for the rough part of town, go to the wealthy area, or explore the merchant storehouses. Let's. I'm looking a lot at the go to the wealthy area. I think we should let's try to go to the wealthy area. 178. Okay. A pale woman in black leather brushes past you in the street, casting you an enigmatic look. Make a thievery roll at difficulty 10. Difficulty of 10. So we have another ability roll. And as you can recall, ability rolls act as the following. There is a difficulty associated with that roll, and we must roll 2 dice and add the result to the ability that is being tested. And to win to win successfully this ability roll, our the final score must be higher than the difficulty. As we can see, our thievery is at 6, so we need to roll at least a 5 to make a successful roll. So let's turn to the dice roller app, and we will roll the dice and add 6 to the result. There it is, 9. 9 plus 6 equals 15, so we managed to win this. So we managed to win this this thievery roll. So successful thievery roll. Let's go to 635. In 635, it says, if the box above is empty, put a tick in it now and turn to 80. So the box is empty, which means this is the first time we are coming to this section. So we are going to tick this box, 635. Ooh, I turned this. Okay, 635. Here it is, as you can see. And let's keep going. Put a tick now and turn to 80. Okay. You grab the woman's wrist a split second before she can cut the strings of your money pouch. You drag her around to face you, but she meets your outraged scowl with a swashbuckling grin. You've got good reflexes, she says. Most of the street scum around here are too drink-sodden or dim-witted to notice the loss of a few shards. Want to earn some real money? So, should we accept her offer or refuse and leave? Okay, let's accept the offer. Let's see what this will bring us. Probably some easy money, let's hope. So let's go to 425, and I will have to take another sip of my water. Okay, 425. The woman tells you her name is Loria. She leads you stealthily through winding cobblestone streets to a townhouse standing at the back of a small tree-lined square. A yellowish fog is descending with the coming of night. Loria waits until it is thick enough to shroud your activities for any stray passers-by, then jams a downstairs window. Within seconds, the two of you are inside. You've got the easy job, she says. Stay down here and keep watch. The stuff we're after is upstairs. She bounds silently up to the next floor. So now we can just stay on watch or search the ground floor. We can stay on watch or search the ground floor. Let's search the ground floor. Let's see what we can find. 270. Okay, this is it. You make a swift inspection of the casements, walls, and furnishings, searching for secret panels where treasure might be concealed. Make a thievery roll of 12, at a difficulty of 12. So we have to roll the dice again against a 12 roll, a 12 difficulty. So we have 6 of thievery to get higher than 12. We must get at least a 7. So let's roll the dice and hope for the best. Okay, 10 plus 6 equals 16, so we managed to once again have a successful roll. So successful thievery roll. Let's go to 59. Your deft fingers find a false spine of carved wood among the tiles in the bookcase. Pressing it, you hear a click, and the bookcase swings out from the wall. Beyond lies a hidden room where you find a verdigris key. Note this on your adventure sheet if you decide to take it. Okay, let's put the verdigris key in our possessions. So, as you can see, the verdigris key is actually, it's the first item that we collect since we started this adventure. Now we can leave at once, go upstairs to find Loria, or wait for her to return. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs and find Loria, because I don't trust her. I don't trust her right now. 386. 386. There is no sign of Loria, but you do find an open trunk and a window with a knotted rope dangling from it. So she found the treasure and then made her escape, leaving you behind to face the music. You allow yourself a tight-lipped smile as you hear her voice echoing leadenly from far off in the fog. There's a thief at Master uh, Talanexor's house! Quick! You will settle the score with Loria at a future date. For now, you just have time to escape before a patrol arrives. Gain the code word Ashen and turn to 10. So there's another code word that we must cross. So it's Ashen, Ashen, Ashen. Okay. We have another code word crossed. Let's see if we can find Loria in the future. Okay, so we are back at the beginning, back at the town, and now let's. Should we continue exploring the city by night, or should we change the tune and go to another place? I'm actually trying hard to gain some money here, to earn some money, but it's not easy. It hasn't been easy. I would like to do the Ratman quest today if it's possible, but I don't think it's possible. But let's see. Okay, let's visit the Gold Dust Tavern. Let's see what we can find there. 506. The Gold Dust Tavern is a plush inn beside the city gates. The tavern costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover 1 stamina point if injured, up to the limit of your normal unwounded stamina score. If you want to spend a further 3 shard buying drinks all around the bar and listen for rumors, turn to 331. I don't know if I should spend shards buying drinks, but well, let's okay. Probably it's for the best. So let's spend 3 shards. So we had 16, and we are with 13 right now. 13 shards, and let's go to 331. If there's a tick in the box, turn to 627 immediately. If not, put a tick there now and read on. So let's put a tick in the 331 box. 331. You fall into conversation with Piletz, a kindly old scholar priest of Mulhern, the god of knowledge. Many years ago, the Book of the Seven Sages was stolen from us, he croaks. News suggests that the Scorpion Men are in possession of it. I need a young adventurer like yourself to travel to Scorpion Blight and return the book to me. In return, I can show you how to improve the skill of your choice. If you take up the quest, gain the code word artifact. Yes, we will take the quest. So let's take the code word artifact. Okay, we are taking a lot of code words, so as you can see, there it is. Artifact. And let's go back to number 10. Now let's explore the city by day. Let's see what secrets we can uncover by day. 302. Okay, so now you can explore the poor quarter, the harbor area, or the area around the palace. Let's go to the poor quarter. Let's go to number 93. Okay, if you have the code word Azure, no, we don't. Turn to 359 immediately. If not, read on. A mad beggar, covered in sores and grime, accosts you in the street. "O noble one, aid me for the love of the gods," he rants, frothing at the mouth and gesticulating widely. "I need coins to eat, food to spend, and blessings to wear." we can ignore him and return to the city center. We can give him 5 shards, but well, we won't because we don't have enough money. Well, we have enough money, but I'm not going to spend on the beggar. We can try to bless him. Should we try to bless him? Let's try to bless him. Our sanctity score is the lowest score. In fact, we only have one sanctity score. How do I know it's a sanctity? It's going to be a sanctity roll. Well, because I read this book before, but yeah, we will need, yeah. So make a sanctities roll at difficulty 12. This is going to be impossible because to roll a sanctity to successfully pass the sanctity roll, we need 12 because 12 plus 1 equals 13. So let's try to roll. Let's see. Maybe luck is on our side. Let's hope for the best. Let's roll and hope we get a double 6. Yeah, it was too good to be true. So no, we didn't get the sanctity roll successful. Maybe next time, if we have a higher sanctity roll, maybe next time we can successfully make this roll. But for now, we will go to 125. You mumble a prayer to the gods, but you're not sure if you got the ritual right. The beggar thanks you and babbles. Yes, yes, a new doublet for an old beggar. I shall wear it with pride. He wanders off, stopping passerby to show off what he thinks are his new clothes. Poor old fool. You return to the city center. So let's go back to 10 so we can see what we can do. I really wouldn't like to leave Yellowport in this episode. And I think we won't. Maybe we'll leave town at the end of this episode so that we can do that quest in Scorpion Blight to get the Book of the Seven Sages. But not right now. We are going to explore a little bit of the town and try to have an audience with the provost marshal. But so far we are going to explore the city by day, again, 302. And this time we are going to the harbor area, so we are going to 587. Okay, so 587. While taking a stroll through the busy harbor area, you overhear a conversation between two merchants and learn the most profitable trading routes between Sokara and Golnir. Record the code word almanac. So let's record another code word. Almanac. And let's go back to 10 and choose again. Now let's explore the city by night again, but this time we are going to another place, 442. You set out to explore the city of Yellowport by night, unwholesome though it is with reeking air and dusty ochre streets. So, we went to the wealthy area before, so now we will explore the merchant storehouses. 265. Okay, if you have the title Unspeakable Cultist, turn to 404. If not, read on. We don't have this title yet. Maybe we can have it. Let's see. You hear a muffled cry of distress from a dark alley. Should we investigate or walk on? Let's investigate. 361. Let's hope it's not a trap. Okay, if there is a tick in the box, turn to 55 immediately. If not, put a tick there now and read on. So let's put a tick in the number 361. There it is. You find a huddled, moaning figure on the ground. As you approach, a net is thrown over you from behind. You glimpse a face painted with white bone dust and big red circles around the eyes just before a terrific blow on the back of your head slams you into unconsciousness. Turn to 508. It was a trap. Okay, let me fix this so that you can also see the text. You come around inside a disused warehouse, enmeshed in the net. You have been stripped of all your possessions. They are in a tidy pile nearby. I'm not going to erase my possessions because there might be a way to get them back. So I'm not going to erase them. Several men surround you. They are dressed in furs and robes that are adorned with hundreds of multicolored feathers. Each man wears a necklace of animal skulls and has his teeth sharpened to needle-like points. Hello, the leader says reasonably. We are the unspeakable ones. It is our way to eat people in sacrifice of our god. He points to a squat wooden idol of a grossly fat half-man, half-ape with ivory needles for teeth. You notice the name Badagor the Unspoken inscribed on a plaque at the base of the idol. Badagor the Unspoken? Who is he? You ask. Do not speak his name, shouts the cannibal, or you will be forever cursed. You notice a large cauldron of boiling water, into which another cultist is tossing herbs and garlic. He stares at you and licks his lips. Turn to 320. And I will have to, once again, take a little sip. Okay. 320. You learn from their conversation that they are from the jungles of distant Ankon Konu, the Feathered Lands, and that they have come here to find new sacrifices for their gods and new members for their cult. The chief pronounces the cauldron is ready, and they remove the net that holds you. So we can fight, we can shout Badagor repeatedly, or you can try to join their cult. I don't want to fight them. I don't think we are properly equipped for a fight. Join their cult. I don't think it's I really don't think it's a good idea. So I think the best course of action right now is to shout the name of their god and hope for the best. Let's go to 101 and let's shout Badagor repeatedly. Okay. Let me just try to. Okay. You yell the name of their god again and again. The cultists clap their hands over their ears, hopping about in horror. Ah! Howls the leader. Stop your blaspheming, you heathen devil! In their confusion, you make it to your equipment. Now you can fight your way out. Make a combat roll at difficulty 13. Okay, let's not just read what happens if I fail. Let's make a combat roll. Let's just recall what is our combat score. We have a combat score of 4 and the difficulty is 13. So in order to Well, let me just... So in order to successfully roll this score, we must have... Okay, we have 4 of combat. We must have at least 10. We must roll a 10 to successfully beat this score. Let's hope it's not an easy roll, but anything can happen. Okay, we got a 10. 10 plus 4 equals 14, so we managed to win this combat roll. So let's go back to this layout, and it says that if you fail, turn to 204, but we didn't fail. If you succeed, you manage to fight your way to freedom with a loss of 4 stamina points and head back to town. Okay, we lost stamina. So our current stamina right now is 1. We lost 4 points of stamina. Our stamina is 1. We are not doing well in this. I wouldn't like to this adventure to be cut short because of this, because of bad decisions. But yeah, let's go back to 10. Let's before finishing the episode for now, let's just try to seek an audience with the provost marshal. I think we won't make it, but we won't. Yeah, but let's just try to. Oh my goodness, 523. Okay, if you have the code word assassin, turn to 27 immediately. We don't have yet. If not, but you have the title Protector of Socara, you are sent to see the Provost Marshal immediately. We don't have that title yet. Otherwise, you have to wait several hours to be seen by one of the Provost Marshal's aides, a certain Captain Royser. If you have the code word Artery, we don't. Royser sends you to see Marlowe's Marlock immediately. Otherwise, you will have to convince the captain it is worth his while to let you see the Provost Marshal. If you are a warrior, rogue, or troubadour, Royser will let you in for the modest bribe of 5 shards. If you are a wayfarer, priest, or mage, you will have to convince the captain of your loyalty to Socara first. Well, we are not wayfarer, priest, or mages. We are rogue. We are a rogue, so should we spend 5 shards to bribe him? Well, okay. Okay, let's just spend the 5 shards. I believe there is a way to earn the money, earn good money in the next episode. So we have 13 shards, so 13 minus 5 equals 8. And let's see the Provost Marshal. Let's go to 198. No, it's actually 191. Sorry. Okay. The Provost Marshal is a rich and powerful man, cunning and capable. I have need of someone like you, he says. A group of rebels, loyal to the old king, are hiding in the cold, bleak mountains. Their leader, Nurgen Corin, is dangerous to us, as he is the heir of the old throne and a rallying point for the rebels. Penetrate their stronghold and slay Nurgen Corin, and you will be richly rewarded. I can promise you 500 shards and a title if you succeed. If you take the mission, gain the code word Artery. If you have the code word Ambuscade, turn to 375. Otherwise, the Provost Marshal dismisses you. Okay, let's take the mission. Let's take the code word Artery. And this will be the last code word of the episode. There it is. So let's turn to 10. and we will end the session today. So let's put. So this was the second episode of the Fabled Lands of these Fabled Lands gameplay. Not many things happened. Actually, I thought we would be doing the Redman quest. I really thought about it, but I really thought we would be doing it. But I completely forgot until the last time that we needed a light source to enter the sewers. Let's try to do that next episode. We will start the next episode by going to Scorpion Blight, which I will show it to you. I will show to you where Scorpion Blight is. So next episode will be leaving Yellowport and travel to Scorpion Blight to recover the Book of the Seven Sages. Before that, I believe we should go to the tavern and spend some shards to recover our stamina, because I think we will have to fight, and things will not be easy in this place. So we will try to do the quest of the Book of the Seven Sages, and perhaps try to explore a little bit around Yellowport. Try to do the Ratman quest, because that will lead us to more money, and then, if we have the time, try to explore beyond Yellowport and start traveling through the roads of Sokara. So yeah, this was the second episode of the Fabled Lands series. I hope you are enjoying it. I'm sorry about if there are some issues on the regarding the record, the recording of everything, but that's what the comment section is all about. So if you like this video, please give a like. If you didn't like, you are free to dislike the video. Use the comment section to give opinions, everything you want. I have other videos in this channel. I have a lot of other videos, all of them in English. All of those in Portuguese. I'm sorry, all of those in Portuguese. But you can, all non-Portuguese speakers, you can generate the automated subtitles and translate them in your language, and so that you can enjoy the all the videos that I do. And yeah, I don't stutter that much when when I speak in Portuguese. So yeah, I'm a much better in case of English. I'm a much better writer than I am a speaker. But these videos will help me to improve my English communication skills. So this is also a great exercise, and that's it. I hope I can see you in the next episode of this Fabled Lands gameplay, and I hope you can join the guild and help us spread the good word of game books. See you then.